Hey everybody, welcome back. Done. Let's not speak of it. Almost done. Okay, so we're going Inventor, episode 5 today. Lots of work still to be done on this. I don't know what to do as the inventor, let's just be honest, but we're gonna try to figure it out together. Shall we? Shall we? We shall. We shall. I feel as good about Dicey as I have in like a month. You know, I see that the end of the game is on the horizon. I don't mean that to be negative. Hold on. He has 2 pieces of equipment. Shocking him is actually pretty good. I know that like this helps as well, but I think we just want to do 4 damage, copy this, shock him twice. Then he'll only be able to use 1 dice. Not that like the first enemy is really where things are scary. But I also, you know, I follow Terry Cavanagh on Twitter. And he has, oh that's right, because of the way that status effects work here, it's a little different. He teased some changes to the episode 4s that are on the beta branch right now. Which hopefully will make it to the main branch around the time I start trying to do episode 4s again. The changes to me, it really was not like one overarching change, like, you know, all equipment is stronger, all enemies are weaker, or something like that. Like, every enemy and every piece of equipment, every change listed, at least, had, I mean, this is gonna kind of stink, but that's okay. Well, let's just look at it. We could do 3 damage, we could do 3 damage, we could do 0 damage. Actually, this is more than 3 damage. This is technically 4 damage. There you go. So, to me, like, when I looked at it, I was like, I don't know if this makes it, if this moves the needle enough for me to be able to stand a chance at beating those episode 4s. But it might. It honestly might. So, we'll, lucky me. We'll see, once we get to that point. But I'm definitely going to do Inventor 5, Inventor 6, hopefully the 4s, and then as I understand it, there is a bonus character, which we may or may not do. But, honestly, I don't think that the Spanner Sword is that good. I know that I have opted to get rid of that. What we need to remember, and the first floor is like the same every time, what we need to remember is pure damage sources are king. As the inventor, and then having some scrap offhand so you can offload stuff is also fairly useful. In this case, I mean, we don't need to combine dice more than once. 6 damage plus freeze. To be honest, I think I actually do like that the most. Because freeze will lower the value of all of your dice, which will minimize your ability. And of course, you still got like exactly the minimum roll possible to make this happen, but that's okay. That's okay. Burn dice are a little scary in this situation. I mean, we would like to maybe combine the 5 and the 4 to make a 6 and a 3. We'd like to have freeze available for our next one. So let's go ahead, just do something like that. Then if you want to use 1 piece of equipment, you gotta end your own existence, which is probably unlikely. Keep in mind, this is a super enemy. I'm not feeling too bad. But yeah, and you know, I'm familiar with the fact that I've gone through, should have drained one. I've gone through fits and spurts of Dicey Dungeons, you know, love and perhaps even hate. Go ahead, take something else. I hate losing a pure damage source, dude. I hate double edge even more. But whatever. I mean, we don't have too much control over it, you know? I mean, I'm looking at this and I'm like, hold on. I think we'd like to gain this so we can keep our 6. Use it twice, because re-equip is different here. That's right. So my man's going to be very spendy right now. Spendy like Fendi. He's going to have to spend HP to make his dreams come true, which I think is very positive for us. But I'm in a good state with Dicey Dungeons right now. Perhaps not the... not necessarily, you know, the honeymoon period that I was in for a while when I first started playing the game. I can't kill you. So for me, it's like, I don't really want to hit you at all, knowing I can kill you next time. I guess I could have killed him if he had to use shock, but I mean, he could have chosen not to use shock just as easily. In that situation, we might have ended up taking more damage as a result. Hit him and hit me. Yeah, I'm in a good spot with Dicey. Now, again, not necessarily in love with the game, and, you know, take double edge, please. That mosquito bite is also fine to lose. And I still think we want Molotov, but my results don't bear that out. Berlin key, I don't even fully understand how to make it work. I mean, you don't need me to say this, but just because, like, I'm on the subject, I'm like... It's the thing that annoys me about the... I was gonna call it the janitor, the inventor, is that I just don't ever feel an anchored sense of presence. I always feel like I never know where I stand with this character, which I think is like entirely, completely fair, given the circumstances. I want you to pay to unlock your equipment here. That's where I'm at. We don't really need to shock you one more time, but if I hit you again, like this, then you can only... No, you can't unshock at all, so you won't be able to hit us at all. So that seemed like a positive for me. But we're going to try to make it work, and maybe somehow along the way, we will come to understand what it means to become, you know, big fans of being the inventor. Surely some people out there like this character. I don't know. We could just swap all equipment with an enemy. I don't know, dude. Give me my screwdriver back. Thank you. Get rid of double edge. We haven't even used Molotov, like, at all. Because our equipment's all screwed up. But can't afford it. I was hoping maybe we'd be able to afford an upgrade. I think screwdriver is good if your equipment is good. I don't really want you to be able to hit me for that much raw damage. Sorry, it took me a second here. Your equipment, I think, is worse than mine. So I don't really want to swap. Unfortunately, it's the last time we're ever going to have access to this. But plus, I don't want to swap because then we'll lose one piece of equipment after that. So it'll essentially be, like, completely meaningless. Might as well hit you for 6. Might as well hit you for 3. Eventually, gemstone staff is going to work. I think freeze is not a super valuable status effect in our situation. Because it only lowers dice value, it doesn't guarantee a 1. Sometimes it'll be good, sometimes it'll be bad. I thought about swapping, so maybe she got stuck with the poison, but I don't know if that's how it would work. I really don't want to take any chances and get stuck with, like, nothing we can actually operate with here. But this one, it definitely feels like we're a little bit under pressure, pushing down on me, pushing down on you. Oh man, that's tough. I was really hoping you would take gemstone staff, but I guess I can't really be mad. I mean, I gave you the option, and all you did was flip the coin and call it on the wrong piece of equipment. Life goes on. So, definitely, this is a big shock territory. So, let's get re-equipped. Get him. Get him. 3 shock is very nice for us here. 4 is irrelevant. So let's just get gemstone staff close to working. I guess we could have used Molotov for the damage as well, which would make perfect sense. Yo. This is going to be mighty close. I think we're gonna die. We're dead. I didn't have to run the math too much on that one. Okay, I'm gonna adjust my position here. I'm gonna lean forward a little bit more. I would like to just do episode 6. Episode 5 I just find almost as annoying as episode 4, but maybe not quite as bad. But episode 6 has been like uniformly pretty fun across the board. Episode 5s have been a little touch and go. So I'm gonna hit you for 1. I'm gonna copy this, and then I'm gonna do that right there. Man, it's a bummer. I mean, I try not to focus on the negative, believe it or not, but I'm always just like, Dicey's a really good game that unfairly, in my opinion, suffers from the fact that it's not quite great. Don't shoot the messenger. I like it. And I've played a ton of it. I played like 50 hours of this game. And I was enamored with it for like a week and a half. But the longer I get stuck at these little, like, my tires are spitting mud behind me as I try to get out of the hole, the more I'm like, man, it's just not quite there. But that's just one man's opinion. I am also mad because bad. So I chose not to use my limit break because we should lethal here anyway, get to full HP, not have to worry about our limit in the future, or like not have to worry about our HP in the future because we'll be at full HP. We can use our limit break after something else. Yes, good choice. Spanner sword is fine, but I don't want to lose screwdriver. It's raw damage, brother. It's raw damage. Because we have freeze, I think we should fight Sneezy while we have it. Originally, I was like, fight him last because we got freeze. Then I was like, no. Absolutely, nah, forget this. Absolutely do it immediately. Still gonna do it that way. Still gonna shock him as well. Shock is not that good against Sneezy, but the freeze worked out wonderfully. Never mind, the shock in theory worked out well as well. I mean, we still want to freeze. Don't really care about draining his health. It's all right. At least we took it from a 6 to a 5. Saved ourselves a little damage. It's okay. It's been a while since we've been yeeted so firmly. No need for the limit break there. Okay. I don't know. What do I want you to take? I guess I want you to take Gemstone Staff, so I appreciate that. I think maybe that's the first stage of our plan, is acknowledging what we want to lose. Right now, we want to lose Mosquito Bite or probably High Visibility. Although Reduction is actually heal for us on episode 5, right? So... oh, never mind. It's not Reduction. I mean, it's Shield. Shield is healing, I should say. Go ahead and hit me with a Flash Freeze for 4 damage. For me personally, sure. Why not get 4 extra shield? And then... I think we'll hit you for 4 and then hold Capacitor there. That's just a beautiful turn. We've healed off of that, which is also amazing. Gonna go ahead and put a 3 in here. Might be able to heal even more. Put a 6 in here. Hit you for another 4. Get one of those out there. Now if you use your equipment, you're gonna take some damage. Sorry, we're gonna heal for 3. Oh, because of Thorns, the regen brought Super Rose back. A little frustrating. Well, let's Drain. We want to lose Drain or High Vis, preferably Drain. Beautiful. But it doesn't last forever. So this time I'm taking Doppel Dice, but I'm only taking it because it fits into our current equipment. I think everything we've got working for us works pretty well right now. Like even High Vis Jacket so far, I got no complaints. Might as well Drain too. Might as well Drain more. It is worth doubling this just so we can get a shock out of this. And all of a sudden, like, this is rolling so much better than our previous run. It feels like we've actually got something coherent here. I guess the question is, what do we not need next turn? Probably we would rather lose capacitor. I know that seems a little touchy, but I think we need the raw damage from screwdriver. Oh my, that's not bad. That's actually pretty good. Not too worried about our HP. You know, we got the 4 shield bringing us back. We got the raw damage here. We had the sip anyway. We do love Dobbe dice, but at the same time, it would be my first choice to remove, I think. Makes a good gadget as well. Double edge is just absolutely terrible, I think. I'll tell you what. Go ahead and give me scrapbook. And it fits in, so perfect. So scrapbook will be offered, but duplicating a dice also seems good. So I hate to lose it, but I don't want to lose any of our other equipment right now, so I guess it kind of gets that handled. So we might as well roll a 6, which then allows us to roll another 6. Duping the 3 just seems sensible. Put a 3 in here. I mean, I guess, why not? Get as much shock and damage as possible out of our limit break. But, just keep in mind, this, oh my word. Is he gonna do it? He's gonna do it, the madman. This is not bad. And we know we're gonna be able to get rid of our, scrapbook, even though scrapbook is, like, already, you know, very solid. But after that, that's where things are gonna get touchy for us. We're gonna have to get rid of another piece of equipment following this. So he literally, like, he won't be able to do anything on this turn. We did just get an achievement for getting... I just kill him, I guess. But we did just get an achievement for inflicting 5 shock. Which I didn't even know existed, but I'll take it. Thank you, Limit Break. 2 away from leveling up. Please take scrapbook. 1 tile wide. Yeah, it's beautiful. So we have another piece of equipment we don't mind yeeting. The only thing is we don't know if it's a guaranteed yeet or if it's a dice roll yeet. Okay, so I mean, we would always like... I forgot this has a passive benefit as well. So we could do 12 damage with this. We might as well copy a random dice. Then I think we'll do 12 damage. And my personal opinion right here, why use the limit break? We're gonna kill this guy and get full HP. We're gonna be ahead. That's fire. Burning 2 dice doesn't really matter. Reduce prevents 1 status effect as well. I forgot about that. I mean, we could do 7 damage, but I think we're better off trying this. Absolutely beautiful performance. Our hope here is just to freeze him, basically leave him in a position where he can't use anything without killing himself. Unfortunately, 2/3 chance, kind of whiffed on that one. Life goes on. But we'll be at full HP anyway. Nothing to worry about there. No reason to play the fire dice to get closer to the limit break. We gotta take something at random. Please take calculator. Beautiful. We can't rely on this to work forever, but it's working for now. Scrap Club allows us to, I guess at this point, get through 1 more floor. Keeping our highly valuable pieces of equipment going. Regen is a little bit useless right now, but that's fine. I think we definitely, like, basically just guaranteed heal is really nice. And then, honestly, I'd rather just smack you for 6 and get capacitor closer. Okay, Cauldron is just the worst here. Yes. It's probably the best way that could have gone for us. We might as well heal. Might as well. I don't know, this might be a decent limit break turn. I think we'll do this anyway, but then we'll do this. We're gonna get a hit regardless. We might as well take... Alright. We might as well take advantage of that fact, I think, as much as possible. So So I'm pretty sure we're still going to be at full HP. Dice rolls are going to be low, but that's fine. Again, I'm kind of liking the war of attrition we got going on here. Should have you next turn. Those are not great rolls for you. That's the best roll you could ask for. But I think we're still going to be at full HP. At the very least, we're going to be 2 away. Which is extremely big whoop territory. Okay, so you can take Scrap Club. High Vis is keeping us in here. It might not be a great piece of equipment in every episode, but for now, it feels like it's the difference maker in this one. Always dangerous to upgrade equipment. Personally, I think we would rather... I'll tell you what we'll do here. We'll buy Elastic Heart because it slots in, for not forcing us to get rid of our other pieces of equipment or use Double Edge, which is also very dangerous. And then I'm thinking... Lowering equipment size does matter. Because if you can put another piece of equipment in here, it makes it less likely for that piece of equipment to get hit. You know, because instead of there being 2 other options, there's 3 other options, as long as you've got all your equipment full. But as soon as we upgrade something, depending on what it is... What about, look at your backpack. What does this become? 2x damage to enemy and yourself. I don't think it's doable, even with High Vis. If we could build a shield in advance, maybe, but... So, I'm gonna go ahead and say that actually High Vis Jacket is like our best option. And if it gets yeeted, it gets yeeted. I really don't want it to. But if it gets yeeted, it gets yeeted. Not much need for a limit break on this one. So I think we'll... Might as well do this. This is a pretty good turn 1. We still have limited raw damage sources, so... Okay, 50% chance to dodge an attack, then just a little damage on the way in. So, ideally, we'd like to hit you with a weak one like that, and if you dodge, you dodge. If you dodge this, yeah, I was just going to say that's very unfortunate, but it also, you know, it is what it is. So we will be silenced. Really, you know what? Every piece of equipment is like exact... Oh, we were not silenced because of the reduce. That's nice, actually. What I was going to say, though, is... Every piece of equipment except, like, Elastic Heart is, like, equally useful right now. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, the shock is the most important thing because it gives us a reliable damage source. You know, on fights where we don't have much raw damage. And sometimes I'm like, no, don't be stupid. The most valuable thing is Screwdriver because it's the only thing that actually gives you a raw damage source. I think you just take them. We're only 7... No, yeah, we're only 7 HP down, so I'm not sweating it. Please give me the option to take Elastic Heart. Love it. Very nice. Again, this will not last forever, but for now, is doing gangbusters. Polar Star is really good, but for now, I think it's just a situation where the timing is kind of bad. I was going to say, one of you is a Rotten Apple. Lighter. It gives us another piece of yeetable equipment. Rotten Apple takes half HP, so we might want to fight Rotten Apple when we're on lower HP, or fight it, you know, when we're about to get full HP by killing it. So we don't need the regen, but we like the raw damage. Just evens and odds, huh? Maximum Shock is probably your best bet against this guy. That's just one man's opinion, but still. If it's a war of attrition, I think that we're gonna come out looking pretty good because of our heals. Even our gadget heals us now, so I think there's some solid stuff to look at there. Honestly, I think you still go right for this. Even knowing we're going to lose lighter and capacitor next turn. I don't know if we're going to be able to lethal him, but we still have screwdriver. That sucked. I really thought he was going to get shocked. We still have screwdriver and scrap club, which is, at the end of the day, not really that much, apparently. But, hey, we're at 33 HP, and he is definitely not. So, I'm feeling pretty A-okay. One burning dice. Will regen. Absolutely. I think you still got to go for the shock. I don't really want to limit break him, you know what I mean? I think we come out ahead by saving the limit break for a future fight, hopefully. You really got to do more with shock to get this guy taken out. Okay, do we have him this turn? I don't think we do. But if we do this, we might... Yeah. Okay. All right. Might have been a little bit more than was necessary, but take the scrap club. We have 1 gold, which means we are destined to lose something on this. Honestly, dude, I think this is where you put double edge in there. You know this guy is going to hit you anyway, and he does percentage-based damage for the most part. I think you want to go, like, toe-to-toe with this son of a gun. Shock him. Make him feel the burn. But you go ahead. You're charging your own limit break simultaneously as well. Let's see. Let's see if this works. Not a surprise. Am I willing to... Well, I'm willing to do this. And then probably, sure, let's do it. Actually, burning his dice could be good as well, to be honest. All we need to do is make it to the end of this fight. I think you still put your 4 in there. I think you still hit him for maximum on this. But burning his dice will make a piece of equipment unable to use. We know we're going to lose half our HP here, but he's got to get us down to where 1 hit could kill us. Which is, I mean, that's tough. That's a tough task. Or alternatively, where we kill ourselves with double edge. Just looking at where he's at. 2 turntables and a microphone. I think here, we're going to play it slightly simpler. Force him to use his own HP if he wants to get out of this. And then all we have to do is hit him next turn. And we can actually hit him with a 6 on the double edge, so. But I would not recommend double edge for anything apart from this. If you could possibly just give me the option to yeet it immediately. It's an extremely fun character to play as, in case you haven't noticed. I think, what on earth is happening here? Yes, I would like to copy something from the backpack. Like this, I would like to copy screwdriver, perhaps? Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, do it like this. I'd like to copy screwdriver, please. Yeah. I mean, we don't need a copy of capacitor. Okay. Chainsaw is very valuable, actually. I kind of like this setup. Hopefully they give us the option to yeet double edge, but if screwdriver gets yeeted, we've got a second one in reserve just in case. Or a third one in reserve just in case. Yeah. Because I think we could roll 2 in battle if we had to. Okay, knowing that you take extra damage from fire, I am going to make a slight change there. But no, you know what? I don't think that's warranted. I think I'd rather you just take the 3 damage from shock or choose not to use your equipment. But I don't know. It's getting touchy. It's getting a little touchy. So having a limit break against these guys is so good. Because we have Chainsaw. So as long as you start with Chainsaw first, that's 24 damage. Now, do you want to use Double Edge? My current opinion, without the existence of any heals, is no. Wow, you're so lucky. Reduce just protects us from status effects, recall. But our first fight here, doesn't seem like it's going that badly. Alright, you do what you gotta do, brother. It's definitely not going well. In fact, remember when I said it wasn't going that badly? That was highly mistaken. It's kind of going terribly. We lost 29 HP, which is more than we can really afford to lose, but there's HP around, brother. Take Double Edge. Take Double Edge. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now we can put a second screwdriver out there. Oh, God. Okay, just give it a minute. Thank you. Last laugh. Enemy will survive for the next 3 turns? Enemy will survive for the next 3 turns? And we gotta go cowboy next, because I want to be a cowboy, baby. Our random blessing is dodge. This seems very useful. Having a limit break is of, like, unbelievable importance. Why don't you go ahead? Dodge and reduce. Why don't you go ahead? We should have used it again. That's my mistake. So my man's gonna roll 2 6s, but then we're gonna dodge anyway. Told you. Next one did hit us. Not much I can really do about that, to be honest. Re-equip next. That means we kill you. Might as well see if you get a heal out of it, right? Okay, so now pretty much have to take a screwdriver. This is so important. I was just gonna say, if you take a screwdriver, you take a screwdriver. I wouldn't mind losing capacitor, but I'd really like to roll screwdriver into our last fight. So, like, I'm gonna try this wacky setup right now. What the heck is puppy paws, dude? 5? I get it, because it's like, you know, puppies have 5 fingers? Is that what you call them on a puppy? I don't get it. I said I got it. I don't get it. Okay, we do want to re-equip. This is a pretty, it's a bad roll. Let's put it that way. We'd really like to shock both of your equipments. You gotta do what you gotta do on that one. Don't really want to drain your health. I don't know if we can make it through this fight. The limit break will be a big part, but I mean, with Chainsaw, it's only, I mean, it's not going to be nearly as good anymore, right? So we could pretty easily be killed next turn, to be honest. Certainly you're going to need, like, this. Probably just go straight for the shock, I think. 2 screwdrivers would be sick here. And I think we basically have to kill him next turn. I hate using a 6 to do 1 damage, but at least we put ourselves further out of reach. We kill him next turn, we heal, we fight the singer. Maybe we make it out of the fight against the singer. I don't know. It'll be very tricky. That's a great gadget to have, though. And please take last laugh from me. That gadget honestly might be what we need to get out of here. But I'm not making any freaking promises, dude. So we can't get, it's so unfortunate, but we can't get Chainsaw to work. That's life. We're gonna sip. Sip. Any shock here seems likely to become useful for us. I'm just going for the straight up raw damage. You love to see it. Weaken plus high note is horrible for us. No sixes, also really bad. Like really, really bad. I don't know, man. I'm gonna throw just caution to the wind. I'm gonna go for a burn instead in the hopes you put it into high note and can't use it next turn. Do it. Okay. This is a limit break for us, which is of the most pivotal importance you could ever imagine. So it's definitely sip, focus, hit, sip, 12 damage. You gotta go for the shock, and then if it hits high note, she can't use it. Hallelujah. I beat you! I beat you, you dumb idiot! It's finally happened. Okay. Yes. Gain, survive, lose 6 HP. Sure, dude. I'll do what has to be done. So we're gonna put... Yo, so much easier. Okay. We're gonna put our second screwdriver back into our slot here. We're gonna remove lighter. We're gonna hope we don't face an enemy who's immune to shock. And there's a chance. No. There's a chance. Okay, so this... We have to slot in another piece of equipment to take this guy out. Do 30 damage to vampires. Okay. I hate to say it, but I think capacitor has got to go. Unless we want to roll capacitor lighter. Yeah, that's probably better. But too many things with counters is kind of bad for us. We need wooden stake. So I think we do it like this. But I'll admit, it looks a little... It sucks to lose capacitor after all we've been through. But we can put our sixes into wooden stake now. Okay, yeah, whatever. Okay, so no sixes. Sucks pretty bad. We don't need to take advantage of this. What we can do is go ahead and hit you for 12. It's not as much as we'd like, but it is what it is. Then we can hit you for 5, and 5, and 3. That's still a pretty good turn. Well, I didn't hit you for 3, but you get the idea. Restore all health when defeated once. Pardon me. Did I read that correctly? Restore all health when defeated once. I don't want it to be true, but I do believe it. What is survive? That's the $1 million question, right? I think we gotta start chunking this down. I can't even see my own HP. That's scary enough. But it can't be that bad so far. We don't take very much direct damage. It's totally acceptable. It is tempting to hit you for 10. I think we will. And then throw our other 10 in here. Just trying to get to the point where wooden stake makes sense. Okay, so this is a great turn maybe to pop focus. Yo, I see a play. Oh, but we're not gonna have enough dice to do it with. 30 damage to vampires. Okay, comes back one time. I don't think we need to use our gadget yet. I think it only... I'm guessing the gadget only allows us to survive one hit. I still don't think we need it, honestly. I'm gonna wait one more turn. Though it may be foolhardy. He doesn't do direct damage. And in fact, on most turns, we're taking no damage. But the poison is getting a little absurd. Well, here's the thing. We need to chunk this down if we're ever gonna kill him. I think I'm gonna start popping the gadget, brother. Though it scares me a great deal. If this allows... It probably allows us to survive one attack. That's our assessment here? I'm gonna wait one more turn. I know we've still got to get like another 19 HP taken care of as well. We can kind of use our limit break as a little bit of an indicator. I still don't think we need it. I know that right now it probably sounds insane. And it's getting worse. There's no doubt about that. This takes all of our dice but one, but I'm willing to do it. We're getting there. At some point, I mean, I think if we just pop our gadget every turn, we might be impossible to kill, but don't quote me on that one. Also, survive might not work the way I want it to work, so, dude, I don't know. Okay, so, I mean... Can't be killed by anything. Counter reduces by 1 on each turn. If it reaches 0, you die. So all we need to do is roll some 6s, and in theory we should be okay on this one. So we're just gonna hope, you know, poison affects our... We're on like 0 HP probably. We're gonna hope poison affects a different piece of equipment. And it did. Look, it says cannot be killed by anything if the counter reaches 0. I mean, why not then? Why not? I just want to reiterate. Cannot be killed by anything. Don't lie to me, Terry. He's done it. Perhaps one of the most unlikely wins in Dicey Dungeons history. For now, I gotta say thanks for watching. We got episode 6 is the inventor left. Who knows, brother? For now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. See ya!